You're listening to KNX InDepth with Mike Simpson. I'm Charles Feldman.
L.A. County DA George Gascon facing this effort to have him recalled. Critics say he is not tough enough on criminals. Now facing some heat after a jailhouse tape was released by Fox News. A transgender woman who was convicted of attacking a 10-year-old in a restroom in Palmdale in 2014 when she was 17.
Hannah Tubbs in the tape bragged about receiving a light sentence because she was tried as a juvenile. Gascon, though, now says some juveniles will be tried as adults and other defendants could get hit with special circumstance charges that would enhance their sentences. We did reach out, by the way, to Mr. Gascon's office for an interview request, but never received either a yes or a no answer. But we do have with us Eric Siddall, who is the vice president of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys. That's the union that represents L.A. County prosecutors. And Eric, I understand that within just the last, few minutes or so, your union has voted to overwhelmingly support a recall of Mr. Gascon. Is that correct?
Right. So the line prosecutors of the district attorney's office, in other words, the men and women who actually implement the policies, who understand the impact that these policies have on the residents of Los Angeles, know what's happening to victims of crime, know where this district attorney truly stands. 97.9% of our members voted to endorse a recall of DA George Gascon.
There was no position taken on the first go-round, but now we have this time. What do you think that says? And you actually invited him, right, to have a kind of a town hall. You wanted him to state his case, and he didn't go to that.
Look, we are an organization that always believes in transparency. I think that's kind of the hallmark of the American criminal justice system. It's why we have public trials. It's why we as prosecutors are supposed to give over all the evidence to the defense. So transparency is a hallmark that we all believe in. And so, as you know, in that tradition, we said, why don't you come to the men and women who work in your office and explain them these policies, your policies? And he refused. He refused to do so. And, you would think any competent political figure would be able to do that, but he refused to even show up.
Let's circle back now to the case of Hannah Tubbs, but also his Mr. Gascon's change in position apparently on prosecuting some juveniles as adults. What do you make of that change in view?
Well, first of all, I don't really truly believe that there's been a genuine change in policy. I think these new policies that he's announced, they're really just geared to make sure that he can prevent another Tubbs case from appearing in the media, not that he truly has been convinced that juveniles should be prosecuted. I mean, we have to remember that the Tubbs case got the most press because of the excellent reporting done by Bill Malugian of Fox News and also James Quealy of the Los Angeles Times, who both helped uncover a lot of this nonsense that was going on. But the Tubbs case is not the first case like that. There have been over 100 cases over the past year where juveniles who should have been prosecuted and sent to state prison were not. So really what the Tubbs case reflects is the absurdity of his policy of saying that no juvenile should ever face true criminal charges in our court system.
Is it just damage control? Because they
100%.
knew that the tape was going to... And was the tape known in the office? And then as soon as Fox was going to run it, then we got the press release?
This is 100% panic on the part of the district attorney. This change in policy, and anyone who cares about how prosecution is done, how criminal justice is done, should always be wary of someone who governs any type of public prosecutorial agency through a press conference. They knew that Bill Malugian had the tapes. These tapes were well known throughout the district attorney's office. If I knew about them a couple weeks ago, there's no way that the district attorney of Los Angeles, who actually runs this entire office, did not know about them.
Well, but isn't it also true that, I mean, it's such a large office with so many people that it is possible, is it not, that maybe he just didn't know?
Well, there's two things, okay? Either he didn't know, which means that there's gross incompetence occurring within the administration, or he did know and he's simply lying to the media. Either of those alternatives does not speak well for the current administration of this office.
Eric Siddall, Vice President of the Association of Deputy DAs, union that represents the LA County prosecutors.